What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Round 4 Showdown show here for the Scottish Open overseas here. What's going on, Kurt, my man? I was just on another show talking some Summer League. We got Summer League going. We got UFC going a little later. A lot of stuff going on. MLB is going on. It's in full force as always. Hit the like, subscribe if you're just coming in. It really helps bring these shows to you guys free of charge. And scan the link there if you want to for the DraftKings deal there as well. Kurt, what's going on, my man? How's your teams looking? How's your week been?
It's been good. I didn't get to focus much this week. My team is doing really well. Definitely, unless something catastrophic happens, I should make money this week. Showdown's been really well. Cash all my main teams in Showdown. For an event that I've obviously Summer League has taken a lot of my focus, but I've half-assed and just used the soldiers, stuff like that. Our team doing great. I'm excited to get after some more Showdown because I'm 3 for 3 right now. So no, I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, the Showdown's been great. The first 2 rounds were really good for me. I had a chance in round 2 there for a while. But yeah, we were kind of free rolling going into today for the main slate as well. So yeah, I got a couple of decent teams up top there. My guy Mateo, he's up there T8 right now. I got onto him kind of late. He had a couple of T10s in his last few starts on the Euro Tour, but we can dive into this from the top as we usually do. So, Kurt, what are we doing up top here? I know they priced Ludwig down. We talked about that a little bit pre-show. I think everybody's going to start Ludwig, Bobby Mack. I think that's going to be a very, very common start up top here. We can bring in Adam Scott, too. Let's talk about these first 3 guys here. Ludwig, Bobby Mack, Adam Scott. Bobby Mack is priced at $8,800. And Adam Scott's at $7,900. So it's super, super easy to just jam all 3 of these guys in if you want. I'm kind of leaning towards Bobby Mack myself. What are you doing here on the top 3 guys?
So my main team actually has Obear, Bobby Mack, Scott, and Thigawa. God. I mean, oh my Lord. It's funny. But
tasty.
I think the Adam Scott round is coming. The bad Adam Scott round, which it seems like he always has one. So I'm going to be off of him. It is really, I like to be contrarian, but it is really hard not to play Obear and Mack. I mean, They just are not really priced. They've been decent about pricing guys aggressively lately this year, but it doesn't seem like these 2 are enough. And I just feel like both these guys are really driven. I mean, Robbie Mack's want to have another celebration, you know? He just got his first tour win. Now he can do it on not really home soil, but same pond or across the pond, whatever. So still some motivation there. I like both. If you want to get different, only play like one of them. But man, I'm just going to play both in my cash teams and my main team.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Bobby Mack for sure. He's definitely played better on round 4s in the last couple of rounds there. He won the Canadian Open with a solid round 4, and then he shot 68 at the Travelers as well in the final round to get a top 20 there. Ludwig, on the other hand, Ludwig hasn't actually broken 70 on the final round in his last 4 events. He's went 71, 73, 74, 72. I realize he's playing some elite golf this week. It's going to be very, very popular. I think I may jump off of him, though, today. The irons weren't there for him today as good as they were the last 2 days. The putter was there for him, though, today. He gained 1.6 strokes putting today. So the putter's been solid for him all week. He just went from each day, the irons have slowly ticked off a little bit, just looking from the strokes gained stat-wise. So I think I may get off Ludwig and just play Bobby Mack. Bobby Mack's played better each day, too. Today he fires a 63 off the 65 in round 2. He opened up with a 67, so he's went 67, 65, 63. He loves playing over here. I think I'm going to go Bobby Mack then for me. At 8,800 and try and get a little different with some other guys up in this top range. It might be with one of my guys here that I always play. My guy Colin Morikawa has been playing some elite golf as of late. He keeps things rolling here today, even though he didn't really hit the irons the best today. On the front nine, he struggled on a few shots. Gained with the approach on the back nine, but I think he's right there, 300 cheaper than Ludwig. So I think he's interesting there. Sahih, Sungjae, Rosner are there as well. We can hit these T4 range minus 13. I kind of like Morikawa and Sungjae and maybe even Rosner. I fade Ludwig, maybe I play 3 of these guys here at the minus 13 range to kind of get a little. I mean, it's still going to be kind of popular, I bet. But what are you doing here, T4 guys?
I knew you were going to like Colin. Yeah, so give me Sung Jae. Thieves scares me a little bit. I can't lie. I feel like kind of like Adam Scott. I want to play other guys. My hot take tomorrow will be Rosner over Scott. I'm going to play all Rosner over Adam Scott and lineups that fall that way. And then I guess that's really it. So Rosner, Sung Jae. I don't mind Colin. I'll probably rank it that as far as priority. Rosner, Sung Jae, Colin, Thieves, Scott as far as everyone up there.
The first 2 rounds for Rosner, he didn't make a single bogey, but today he missed a couple short putts. He lost a full stroke putting on 2 of the bogeys he had, and then 0.6 strokes putting on another bogey, and he missed another easy look at birdie he had on the par 3 6th hole. So I think Rosner can play even better tomorrow. I think the putter will be there. He lost 1.5 strokes putting today versus the first 2 days where he gained at least a stroke the first 2 days. So I definitely like Rosner over Scott right there with you. He's even $100 cheaper. So definitely in that with you. And then Sung Jae's played well on Sundays, the last 2 events. He's posted some mid-60s rounds. So I think Sung Jae is another guy that could get hot. So I'm going to be on some Sung Jae. He didn't play the best today. He played the par 5s at 1 over total. So I definitely think Sung Jae will play those par 5s much better as he did the first 2 days. He played them at 5 under, I believe, the first 2 days. So definitely think we see Sung Jae battle back, especially on those par 5s tomorrow. And then we can get into let's just hit on these 3 guys at minus 12 because there's a big range here at minus 10. So we got Rory up top. Nobody's going to play Rory. My guy Mateo's there. I don't think I can go to Mateo tomorrow. I was playing him round 2. He was like 6,200, was basically free. And now they got him priced up to 7,700. I think that's a little too steep. I know the birdie upside is right there. I mean, the dude just absolutely nuked the first 2 days. He made 6 birdies and an eagle day 1. And then day 2, he turns around and fires 8 birdies, I think. Today wasn't the best from him today. He still shot 2 under, but he's fine. I guess you want to leave in there. EVR had a big round today. He shot 6 under. He got really hot with the approach and the iron in the putter today. Almost gained 2 strokes putting today. Made a couple deep putts there on 15 and on hole 7. What are you doing here, Kurt, with these minus 12 guys? Rory will be very, very low owned, I think, at 11-7.
He will, but we'll see how when I start building. But I don't know if I'm going to be. Actually, I hate this whole range. I kind of want to attack the giant T11 range we got coming up. Yeah. I kind of hope those guys just jump these three clowns right here.
Not for sure.
Guys, but yeah, I'll be fading this.
Kurt, you froze again, but
you start us off in the T11.
Yeah, I'll hit the T10s here while you come back. We got some interesting guys here in this T10 range here. We got a couple of cheapies down here. Kiefer's at 6,900. Matthew Jordan's at 7,200. I don't mind some Matthew Jordan for a cheaper guy. He's been playing some strong golf this week. The birdie's upside has been there the first 2 rounds. And then today, he only made 3 birdies, but he only made 1 bogey. He left some out there on the par 5. Putter was definitely not there for him today as it was yesterday. Yesterday, he had a nuclear putter as he gained almost 3 strokes putting yesterday. And then today, 3 birdies, 1 bogey. I think Jordan is a good a value play. So that's a guy I'll be looking to get on there at T10 for a value. Tommy Fleetwood had it going on the front 9. That dude played just unreal. He opens his round 5 under through 6 holes and then kind of lost all the momentum. And then on 18, he just made a couple poor decisions there. He made a really easy putt there as well. Hit just some bad shots there. Makes double bogey on 18 to drop himself outside of that T8 down to T11, and he's 7 shots back now. He was 5 back. 5 back, he could have kind of realistically had a chance. 7 back, it's going to be really tough. He's going to need to shoot something in the low 60s, I think, to compete. But he's fine up there if you want to go there. Those are the main 2 guys I like. I played Hogard round 2. He was a guy that popped in Drew's stats model, so I was heavy on him round 2. He shot 66. Today he played well. I mean, 4 birdies, 2 bogeys. I think he's another guy you can still look at. He's 7,800, so that's still a fine price. That's Rasmus. He's 8K. Nikolai is 8K. What are you doing here, Kurt, on this T11 minus 10 range?
I like getting a little crazy down here. I think people are going to look at Nikolai's Sunday stats and kind of be off of him in the price. Sunday stats have been bad, but I actually have no issue. We got to do a deeper dive once the proximity stuff gets loaded in, and we can talk about that at the end. But Cameron Davis, 7.3K too. Another guy's not been scoring well on Sundays. I think people are starting to look at this enough. People are probably going to be using their 7K plays up top. I don't mind Hosgaard and Davis right here, and even a little Matthew Jordan.
Yeah, I'm there with you.
Kuznar are a little bit too thin for me, but I'll take a shot on these 3 guys right here in this range.
Absolutely, yeah, I love it. And then we got a pretty solid range here, -9. We're starting to kind of get down a little bit, close to the T20 range. These guys are in T19 right now. Xander is a name down here. Bogey-free 3 under round today, back-to-back bogey-free rounds. Only has made 1 bogey on the whole event, and that was on his second hole of the first round. So Xander has been keeping a clean card. Just hasn't been able to pile up any birdies. Like today, he made par on all 3 par 5s. Xander just hasn't really got things clicking fully. He lost over a stroke putting today. I probably won't get to him at 11K. I'd rather play some of those other guys in the 10K ranges. But, I mean, he makes for a strong upside GBP play. I could definitely see him like backdooring like a T7 or something from this range, possibly even like a T5 or something potentially. So I'm going to be off of Xander. What are you doing in this -9 range here? Rasmus Hogard is in the -9 range versus Nikolai in the -10 range.
So I'll play Xander over Rory.
Yeah.
I think the $900 is enough saving. I think Xander could go out here and shoot a super, super low score.
Mm-hmm.
Haotong Lee. I mean, hey, we know my brand, but the stats look decent. I can't lie. I mean, 7,500. The ball. I mean, am I crazy? The ball striking numbers look good. They could be deceiving.
Yeah.
But what do you think about Haotong Lee?
I think he's interesting. He's been making some birdies this event. He made quite a few round 1 and quite a few today. Round 1 he made 8. Today he made 6. So I think the birdie upside is definitely there for him. Makes her an interesting tournament play at 7,500. I think.
Not my favorite range besides really those 2. Rasmus was good to me on round 2, but I really don't like the price, to be honest with you. So Mackenzie Hughes did a lot with the putter today. I don't really like. I'm not a big Mackenzie Hughes guy, so kind of go down to the next range.
Yeah, I don't mind some Romain Langsgate, or how you say his name, Romain there. He's got some good birdie upside for under 7K, so I think he'll be a guy I mix in if I need a sub 7K guy there. Today was solid. What do you have? 5 birdies today. Round 2 he had 4 birdies and an eagle, and then round 1 he had 4 birdies and an eagle. So the upside is there for under 7K. So I think he's an interesting guy that I'll go to there. And then the -8 range here. Fitzpatrick is down here. Played well today. Yeah, he played, what do you have, 5 birdies and 2 bogeys? Yeah, or 6 birdies and 2 bogeys. Oh, he had an eagle. So he had 4 birdies, an eagle, and 2 bogeys. So Matthew Fitzpatrick's down there. Ben Griffin is, what's his price tag?
77.
77, yeah. Yeah, Ben Griffin down here. Max Gracerman. Max Gracerman's been a guy I've been playing in Showdown just because I love his birdie upside. He's played well in these dope designs as well. Today he just really struggled. It was a up and down day for Gracerman today. He had 7 birdies and shot 1 under today, so that'll tell you how his round went today. But I think he's fine for the upside there at 6,700. Another one of those guys under 7K that I will definitely have in my pool in this range. Alex Noren. I was kind of disappointed with him today. Him and Dietrich. I have Noren and Dietrich on a couple of decent teams, and both of them didn't really do much today after their strong starts. What are you doing here, -8, Kurt?
So the stats tell me that maybe not to play Fitz, but I really like the pricing. Obviously, the location has a little bit something to do with it. I don't care. Shame me. But Matt Fitz, 8.3K. I don't mind it. Ben Griffin really stands out here. 7,700, good Sunday score. The ball striking numbers look really good. Maybe one of my favorite guys below the top 11, honestly.
Yeah.
I really like Ben Griffin and 7,700 price tag tomorrow. Adam Hadwin's not bad. Perez isn't bad either. This is a good little range here. I don't like the range above, but I could get down with this range. And Greyersman, you're right, 6,700. Probably my favorite sub 7K guy. I also like his birdie upside. I played him on round 2. He did enough for me. So give me some Greyersman. I mean, if I had to rank it, probably Ben Griffin, Greyersman, Hadwin, Perez. And Fitz is a different because he's kind of in a different price range, but I'm going to pepper this range. I can't lie. I really like it.
Yeah. I had Griffin on,
but like I could play 2 guys from this range.
Yeah, I mean, Griffin's had some really low Sunday rounds. He shot 62 at the John Deere last week. He had some sub 7 or mid 60s earlier in the year too, back in April and May. So yeah, I definitely like that call. He hurt my feelings on round 2. He played the par 5s at 2 over par, and I had a team that was there for a while. It was like in the top 5 in the main. And then he kind of hurt my feelings there, but he's definitely a guy you can go back to for sure. I like his upside. Today he started out really good. He was 4 under through 10, and kind of the wheels fell off a little bit down the stretch, but strong option there as well. -7 range. We got a pretty big range here. We're starting to get into that range where not really trying to overly force some of these guys. Like Brian Harmon is a guy I do have some interest in there, just basically off of stats wise. 8,500 today, lost 1.5 strokes putting today, gained a stroke approach though. So stats wise, he fits the mold for me there. He'd probably be one of my favorite guys here. Aaron Rye had a horrible start to his round, kind of picked it up on the back nine a little bit, shot 2 under bogey free on the back nine at least after his rough start. What are you doing here? -7 range.
Yeah, I'm with you on Harmon. The stats look really good. Decently priced. Guy who won the Open last year, if my memory serving me correctly, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So another guy who's not from here, but I mean, he won Links Golf last year. Can easily have a Sunday 1 round for us. I mean, come on now. Lee Hodge is 6,600. Guy I always play on Sunday. Pretty sure he's decent for us last Sunday. No, it was the Travelers. But those 2 guys, and then Hovland, if you're spinning, and Tom Kim are decent down here too, but that's got to be like really, really large field plays because they're pretty far down here and they're not cheap.
Right on. And then we kind of get into we've got Hovland down here. He had a decent to his round week. Had a really strong start there. Made a couple bogeys down the stretch in his first round and just been up and down the last 2 days. I mean, he's been making birdies, but he's also making some squares out there too. He finished strong today and made 2 birdies down the stretch in his last 3 holes today to get the 2 under on his round today. He's there. He's got upside, as we always know. Tom Kim was a guy I was expecting a little more out of this week as well. He started out fine today. It was up and down for him today. Goes birdie, has 3 bogeys in the middle of his round and ends with a couple of birdies at the end of his round to shoot -1. So you got Tom Kim there, 8,900. The price is a little high, but the upside is definitely there. He's played well at this course in the previous past, so I think he's fine for like a tournament play. Ryan Fox is a guy I've kind of been looking at a little bit in the first 2 rounds in Showdown. What are you doing here with these -6 guys? There's a few guys here.
I kind of talk about like Hovland and Kim maybe if you want to, but going a little bit deeper, I'll just go ahead and speed it into the next round. I like taking a couple shots down here. Don't play more than one of these guys, but Nick Bachman for the flat min price. Ehrlich Bachman, you are fat and lazy. Anyone who ever seen what's it called? Silicon Valley. Love that show. So Nick Bachman, 6K, I think is interesting. Thorborn Olsen, don't mind that. And then I had one more. Nick Taylor, but it's really just Bachman and Olsen. I really like down here as punts. Don't play both. Just take stabs on one of them. Both 6.6K, 6K flat.
Yeah, you froze again, Kurt, but I'll take over here if you want to jump in and jump out before we get this finished out and get the core plays going here. We've got in this -5 range, Man, Justin Thomas opens the event he opens the event. Let me get this fixed there. He opens the event here, -8 on his first round, and then the next 2 days was a rough scene there from him. He's went -8, and then he shot 72-71 to back up the -8 round. So there's something there for JT. He's definitely got that upside. Man, I just don't know if I can get there, though. 9K for him definitely would be the large field GBB type play in the lotto tournament if you want to play him. I probably won't get there. Another guy, stats-wise, that jumps out to me would be let me see what his price is here. Sharma. You got Sharma's price? Oh, there he is, 6,300. It's like a min play. He made 6 birdies today, 6 bogeys, gained over 3 strokes approach today, lost almost 3 strokes putting today, so lost a stroke around the green as well. So definitely was up and down from him. I think he's an interesting punt and play if you need a cheapie down there. He made 4 birdies and an eagle yesterday, but he's going to make mistakes as well. But if he can somehow clean it up and, make 6 birdies and 2 bogeys, I think that would be a really good play for 6,300 if you need to punt there, if you kind of want to go start some scrubs or something. But, yeah, just like normal, though, I'm not trying to overly force any of these guys in here. Andrew Novak was the guy I was kind of high on. Had a good first round, and he's just kind of fell off a cliff the last 2 days, so probably won't be going back to him either. Anything for you at the bottom of this range, -4 down to max home and even? I don't think we're going to any of these guys really, though.
Yeah, no, I don't like it. Not at all.
Yeah. No reason to force these guys in there. We got some studs up top that we can get in for much better situations and stuff. Kurt, you want to start us off on our show core here? We'll get in and out before you freeze up again.
Yeah, let me go Mr. Ben Griffin.
Oh, Benny Griffin, you love to see it. All right, I'm gonna go with Bobby Mack at 8,800. I think that's the guy I'm in anchor teams with at the top of the leaderboard. Bobby Mack at 8,800.
I looked at Davis Thompson. So we had a question. I looked at Davis Thompson. It's got to be large field.
Yeah.
I don't know. He has it in him, but at some point you got to get some top 20 equity. And what would he have to shoot? Yeah. I'm good on it. But if you're doing if you're running one lineup into the main and you got a feeling on Davis Thompson, I wouldn't talk anyone off that. Absolutely not. I would talk people off some other people, but not Davis Thompson. 8,100. You're in the large field. You play 3 or 4 guys in the top 10, and you play Davis Thompson. Nothing wrong with that at all. My next guy will be. Didn't know I had this one ready, so I might pour out left field. I really like this range right here. I'm going to go Brian Harman.
Oh, I like it. Brian Harman was a guy I was definitely looking at. I think that's a strong stats play there for sure. I'm going to go with another stats play then. I'm going to go with a guy kind of near the top then, since we got some guys kind of down low a little bit as well. I'm going to go with Anton Rosner at 7,800. He's a guy that lost 1.5 strokes putting today, but gained approach, gained everywhere else. He gained everywhere else really. Just really struggled with the flat stick today. So I like him. I gained 2.2 strokes tee to green, lost 1.5 putting. So Rosner at 7,800 will be the guy to kind of round things out for me. That'll pretty much do us for us there. I really like the show core we got this week there, Kurt.
I like it. So actually, you can round it out with you can go different ways. If you want to play a bear, you can. You can go bear Grayersman.
Yeah.
Or you can go Sung Jae and an 8K guy. So many ways you can go. I kind of like having 3 guys in the top 5-ish or 10-ish. And then sprinkling a couple guys in the top 30. Yeah,
absolutely. We got the Showdown playbook up over on the side here soon. I'll have that up. Kurt will be in chat. He'll be in the Summer League streets as well. As always, everything's getting on over there. UFC will be starting later. I've seen some bets from JBC starting to roll in as well. All the content will be up for that as well. But that'll do us for us. Any final thoughts for you, Kurt, as we knock this out?
I'm just going to give the proximity because you just got the stuff in. So the proximity guy for tomorrow, I'll just give out the top 1. Nikolai Hosgaard. So yeah, I like that. 8K. So that actually the core we gave out, you can go Hosegard and then Sung J M to get really wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hosegard will be the proximity play of the day by a large margin, it looks like.
I love it. You love to see it. Well, that'll do us for us tonight. If you haven't already, hit the like, subscribe. It really helps bring these shows to you guys free of charge. And as always, Round Pure for Kurt and Snyder, we're out.